Good early evening. Welcome back to the best of the best practitioners of love and light who reciprocate their very best equally and always. Thanks so very much. Angels of light and love, I welcome you in to direct and protect these messages, my chakras, my auras, my space, and that of my children's, our children's. Okay? Thanks so much. I call upon star families of the like. Who else? Ascended masters of the like, ancestors of the like. Actually, I'm going to call in all ancestors, okay? I recently received, energetic messages from, an old energy, not too long ago, but I would say, an energy of the past. But they say that in order to get a better understanding of and traction to what's up next, what's best, you have to examine the past. So you don't have to dig up too far in the archives, but rather, just recently, things that are resurfacing. Oh, hey. So, I think that's the way to go about it. And, that's what I'm going to do. Just because, this energy that I said goodbye to, some time ago, if they know my energy enough, I think they track it. Especially whenever new energies come along that are prominent. And so there's some opinions about it, some feelings about it. And as much as, we've kind of closed chapters, the energy has changed a bit on their side. Which is good. It's changed for the better. I no longer, how do I say it? It's modified since they came back. Their energetic presence, their imprint has changed a bit, and matured in a way that they're not, throwing me shade through different certain experiences that normally wouldn't happen without them, if that makes sense. So, it makes sense to me, but I don't know if you're in that part of your life where you're noticing those interactions, similarities, anyway. But I think this person has come to the understanding of where I'm at and how legit it is. And so at the core level, I would say they're depicting more of friend energy, kin energy. Those that, just a stronger relationship, a stronger bond, more reliable, with the complexities of terms. And so this reading is mainly motivated by them because being that they've shown more growth, I just wanted to say thank you. And obviously, if they're drawn back, it's not just through the essence of tracking, but through other elements in, etheric alchemy, which is, I'm going through some confusing things as well, that it's just, there's a common thread, and I have to learn from past instances, and I'm tired of living in this loop, and I'm better off than I was before, but dude, I don't know. It's when you want something, it's like you're showing favoritism to that. You end up showing favoritism to that because you're the whole concept of it, the possibility starts away. How do I say it? The probability, the possibility of it, we give it more favor than the probability of it. And so that's what I'm seriously looking at right now, just to like kind of mature my point of view, that I'm to make sure that I'm looking at the right things rather than what gives me the feels. And I just need to figure this one out. So I am hoping that I can figure things out for myself as well as this person or these people, because it feels like almost like a cycle that kind of dissipates. You know, it's like the same thing but not. And so it seems as though like the energies are becoming stronger as I progress. So I don't know. Let's go ahead and just, you know, we'll call upon Jesus Christ as well. So I just need some further insight, and being that the flavor of this person is rather just down, it's not like a sense of like I feel like I owe it to them. I feel like I just because of how genuine the changes have been made, without me prompting for them, possibly cueing, you know, like, but not like, not delegating them, you know, to certain gestures, but just, I feel like it's time for them. I mean, what were you going to say about that? I feel called to read for that person, and I think it'll help me better understand like my thing right now, the reality of it. Okay, so King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so I'm used to this reoccurring energy where there's a sacred soul who naturally, you know, loves the growth mindset, caring for plants, you know, nature lover, highly industrious, you know, their head screwed on straight. But I constantly receive it in its reversal with a series of energies, including the new. Like there's something that's not quite hitting the mark with it in a way that there's a huge amount of control. Like condensed, the Four of Pentacles condensed to, it fell down again in reversal on my right side. The Four of Pentacles condensed into one, like this one magnified form, like a huge display of control, and that ultimately equates to some type of manipulation. So I don't know what that's supposed to mean here. I think there's at the base, like at the very, very, very inner core level, it's not that they're they're weak or that they're incapable. It's more like that they're ungrounded. Because at the top right here, which is now the base, it's like ancestors, the imprints that they leave. So those are kind of like ignored, if not disrespected. Yeah, it's like an unspoken hierarchy of ancestral grounds. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut the deck. What do you want to say? It's the World card. So, what do we want to say about this, like, in between? Because we're talking about finishing cycles, but it's also knowing that things come full circle. So these King of Pentacles are seeing that, like, how it all comes together. I don't know why they're in reversal, though. Maybe being in reversal, it helps you understand, like, kind of, if you're at the playground, let's say in elementary school, and you're hanging upside down, it gives you a different perspective of, like, how to work with your chi, your inner core, to get back up, right? It's a different kind of maneuverability, engaging yourself in full, so from head to toe. Like Kill Bill, or like wiggle your big toe. It's similar to that. And coming full circle. So we're not talking about like just a roundabout or a turnstile. This is actively being present within all the pieces, like the circumference of a circle. So we're not just looking at the diameter, the straight line path, but like making that motion throughout the whole process. Yeah. It's not just spinning. It's not just a direct, line through. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So it's awareness of your full presence. Okay, so yeah, definitely. Especially when encountering the Tower moment in reversal, it's engaging in what comes next after you've made those valid decisions, those decisions that no longer need discernment of like weighing things out. This is the carry through. Okay, so let's say like we said goodbye to a certain energy or certain contacts in our lives, and or even like habits or the vices or whatever. We said goodbye to them. So it's knowing firmly why we said goodbye. And then just using that as a model for all of the consecutive decisions. Because we already made the firm decision. So, like, there shouldn't be any, like, flimsiness to the rest of the dominoes. It's just, like, one right after the other. And so it's not always, like, a pretty thing. It's not always inviting or enticing thing, but is definitely a welcoming and an initiation to the next steps, which obviously lead to greatness. Okay. Anything else that you want to say, Spirit, through those that I've called upon? Like, I've come to the awareness that where I am is where I'm supposed to be, but it's not like, it's not permanent. Like, I think they know that I'm not supposed to, I'm not I'm not meant to stay permanently there. So I wonder if that modifies the way they treat me. Because I noticed that I modified, like I'm not 100% like all in. I wouldn't make as many, errors even during like my first, second, third, whatever week. With the introduction of like the excitement of a new era, a new home, so to speak, like an alternative home. And I just, so if I am treating it like that, like just subconsciously or like on autopilot, no matter how much I want to, there's like an inner knowing that kind of disengages me, because there are certain things that are just showing me that there's only so much that I control there within this environment. So it's like when you do the reality check, it's like, you know how people perceive you, you know that can grow, but at the same time, it's, I don't know, I guess I'm used to having all of the answers, but for some reason, like, I don't know why I'm there. I don't know why I exist there. I don't. And if I disengage to the cycles that I've seen from the past, does that mean that, is that just another checkpoint to reaffirm that I'm not down with like certain things, that I don't know, but I there's a part of me where I have to see myself as disposable within that atmosphere. Because when you say no to something, or, you don't buckle your knees when you convey your standards that are very legit, you run the risk of disengagement by the other party. So it's like, I have to save myself from some realm of heartache, just so nobody can hurt me again. So we have these 3 cards. I thought it was 2, but it's 3. Okay. So yeah, okay, we have 9 of Cups, the Death card, and the 3 of Swords right behind it. So this ultimately leads to transformation, the accentuated form of, heartbreak, heartache. Like, I don't feel like I'm trying to control anything. If anything, I'm just trying to just move along with the new vibe. And so there's that. And then there's the Death card, which is driving away darkness. Like the not dark, how do I say it? Evil spirits with our movement, with our gestures. So I don't know what else to say about that, but it wants me to pick up the bottom of the bottom of the deck. So it's transcending that. How do we say because it just feels kind of like choppy here. I guess, when you follow your spirit, irregardless of what other people think about it, you can't lose. It's shaking off, but I don't know. Give me a sec. Yeah, because we have like the higher self here. The higher self, the inner spirit. And then it kind of brings out the yellow and the bells here. So it's kind of channeling that to be able to transcend it. Finding happiness within self, within one's own. No accessories. It's just like the minimalist. So everything else around you also transcends. Other sentience. Yeah, and you gain traction. So what did they want to say on the bottom of the deck? 7, yeah, gaining traction. Yeah, it's the Chariot card. It's like being kicked off of a more comfortable vehicle. And actually no, this is also transcending. So it's not like the horses kicked them off, the journeyman off. It's more like they defied gravity. So the weight of even self, identity of self, is no longer a burden. It's no longer, like, it's a sense of being grounded, but within the ethers. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. So the top of the deck, I'm told to accentuate, is, I guess it's not accentuating. It's the Knight of Pentacles inverted, but I was told to like move it that way. So it's giving yourself some time. I don't know if it's a buying time. I don't think it's buying time. I think it's giving yourself time to get through it. Yeah, that's what it is. Giving yourself time to get through it. That makes perfect sense. Okay. I'm going to cut the deck because there are other readings that I need to catch up on, and I don't want to bury myself in too deep. So I'm going to cut the deck and then move on to Bananagrams. It's 20% battery, so it's obviously right. Oh, it's cutting to 2. Okay. So we have the Ace of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Wands in reverse. Okay. This is great because, again, this leads to a victorious avenue of foreboding, of what do you want to say about this? A foreboding of I don't know. This is like not being defensive. It could also mean not having the higher ground, but I really don't think it is that. I think it's just on surface level. That's what the appearance is. But being that, 7 of Wands generally to me comes off as having the higher ground, having a certain amount of privilege that is earned, prestige. It's an earned right that stands above the rest. So there's a humble nature in this where, like, we don't have to, like, publicize it so much. And or it's not quite publicized, but you know you have the higher hand, you know you have the higher ground, and therefore the victory cup shines upon us. Like, it's, yeah, so this is good. It's like, a secret writer, you know, what do they call, is it a nom de plume? It's, yeah, kind of like a ghost writer. So, the lesser known identity, in who is the originator of it all, you know? And, so this is, setting, like trailblazing. This is, redemption, for what we started with, which is the King of Pentacles in reverse, in disrespect to the ancestors, or a lack of acknowledgement. So this makes up for it 100%. 71 may be an angel number that you might want to look at too. It's in reversal, but I really feel like 71 is has some type of significance to you, either 1971 or you know, just like the year, or it's something about 71. But I really feel like it's an angel number that's set here. I'm going to pick from the Ancestral Past Tarot, since it's like kind of all here. Just kind of 7 of Sacred Circles, for sure. So to complete that, we have 717. It's harvesting time. Because of that, our ancestors are creating abundance in the background for us. This enables them to give us the assist in making sure that we are reaping the rewards that are well deserving of, because of these inputs, this patterning. So definitely 717 is also a whatchamacallit, angel number. Okay, so now it is time for Bananagrams. This doesn't really tell me, like, with as much as I've conveyed here, it doesn't really straightforward tell me why I am where I am, and why it's meant to I think I know generally why it's meant to be only temporary. Like, I don't, I mean, there's so many things to unfold that you can't just like put a permanency on this particular thing, in its foreboding, within those very like minute specifics. Like, they have to unfold accordingly. So I guess I'm just conveying any concerns or worries that I have, that because I have so much energy that I can hear and feel around me, that I'm like, it's hard to kind of tap out of. Like, I don't, this one came through. Oh, two. Okay, so there's L and D. So LD might be initials that mean something for you. Or DL, maybe something of that sort. Yeah, like if it's DL, it's like, it feels like things are backwards and having to keep things on the down low. And I told you before that I'm not good with paper plane communications. Like, it's not like I'm not adept at it. It's like I disapprove of it for the most part in being straightforward with someone. I don't like that. I don't. So anyway, that's something that truly disturbs me. I mean, that I find truly disturbing. And it seems to be more of a non-negotiable vibe for me. I need to be living within this human, like the sensual experience of things. Like, not just like beneath the sheets, but also like one-to-one, in jeans or whatever. I need to be able to have solid communications without the terms and conditions being so like so boxed in. Okay, UPVAENLSOSDVEYSHXEMBYNZ. So we have hexes, plume, love, Vlad, pull, Dave, Sloan, Enox. I don't know what somebody has a name like that. Enox. ENOX. Slay. POV, so point of view. There's two directives of that. X's. Ben. Hera. No, there's no R. Helen. We rarely see Helen. If not, that's like the only time. Moby. Yeah, I feel like I'm supposed to channel in something from Moby. Dan. Dex. Like, short for Dexter. Nelly. Neil, but it's Neal. Noel. Lana. Selena. Shane. Paul. So I feel like hexes are, I don't know, important on here. I feel like there's some kind of magic being done, because why would I really feel like there is, and I don't know, I just feel like there is. There's Elsa. Messy. Belle. Lazy. Zell. Saul. Benz. I'm getting Mercedes Benz from Janis Joplin. I don't know why. There's another song tied to that, but maybe that'll come to us later. I don't know. Yeah. Moldy. Where am I going? Moldy peaches. There's something about that. Plays. Yeah, I think we also need to look at the plays that have been made thus far, to get an idea of like what strategies have been played out, and that no longer suit, like they're just old and outworn, I feel like that's 100%. I also have evolve. It was hard to see because there are all these like complex letters here, like 2 V's, an X, a Z, a couple of Y's, a D, like it's all, so, but now that I'm putting things together one word at a time, it's becoming more obvious. Like I didn't see it firsthand until now. Muse. We also have amuse. Slums. Only. Yeah, there's something about slums. Yeah. Putty, like silly putty. Silly putty can create imprints, you know. It's like, it's not just like the sticky substance, but you can create imprints like from a newspaper or whatever. Also acts like as a cleaner, certain ones, yeah. So we have SMSN. Okay. Mans or mass plays. Omen. We also have omen here. Huh. I guess being around certain energies, they help, well, at least they help me piece things together to something that's meant to be, like there's an omen that I'm supposed to gather. We have N left here. So some people might be from the Netherlands or Nevada or even, yeah, like New Zealand here. New Zealand is coming in strong because we have NZ or NL. So like there's something about that here. There's also YN, like a yes no thing, but I feel like it's where does this N go though? Yeah, I feel like there's something. Okay, give me a second. Let me see if I can. No. No, all of them are used here. So NE, I don't know what that stands for. DNS. No, the DNR is a do not resuscitate. So there's something, hold on. I don't know. It's like domain name service or something like that. I don't know why. Why am I getting the N here? Let me just get one more. Let me get a card out. Let me just open up whatever that is. Communications. Okay, so there's like, I don't know if it's like the yes-no thing. So I'm just going to grab a small handful, see what comes through. There's T-O-E, note. Okay. Or tone. There's something about this. Okay. Then there's R-N-U-U. Oh, goodness. P-R-J-E-I. Note. June. Ripe. Yeah, there's something here. But it's also juniper, right? So something that I should be working with. Ripe, pure, run, hour. ER, or response. PR. Something about public relations. ERP. Something about that here. Yeah. So let me just show you real quick. So that's what we're looking at. So we could have June, R-I. So we got free JR. There's also rue, another herb to be working with, or plant medicine. But then something about a death here. Like some of us might be like, nurses, but there's something here. But I'm going to go with Jennifer since it was a modification. Shoot. Okay. Yeah, I hardly ever get stuff like that, so I feel like that's correct. We also have Jupiter. Okay, so E. So something about a response. I don't know, something like that. So physical education. I don't know about that one. I think it's overall, the response that we have. But I think that goes here. Anyway, that's it for the day. I'm going to go ahead and put this away real quick. Put it down. Give me a second. And of course you'll see the pictures of the stuff later. Oh, frick. Anyway, yeah. So, now that this reading is officially over, I'm gonna Go ahead and thank my sponsors and my supporters of all sorts of light and love. It's received and employed accordingly. Yeah. So, upon closing these portals, I send all energies back with their appropriate karmas due. Helping with that rollout and follow through. Sending you all back. Thanking you for your respect on my time, my space, my energy, my work, and that of our children's. Sending you all back in light and love. I close all portals now.